Assalamu alaikum. Suppose a patient comes with atherosclerotic disease. That means chest pain, shortness of breath, hypertension, and confusion. Means you are not getting enough perfusion. If this type of feature, if a patient comes with this type of feature, then intensive medical therapy is treating. Aspirin, statin, blood control. Aspirin, low, uh, aspirin, statin, blood control. Plus, evaluation of the evaluation for cardiac revascularization. You have to evaluate he is able to revascularize or not. If the patient is asymptomatic, if less than 50% of the stenosis, if the degree of stenosis is less than 50%, then no benefit of carotid endarterectomy. If the stenosis is 50 to 79%, then carotid endarterectomy typically not recommended. If it is more than 80% up to 99%, then carotid endarterectomy is recommended. In case of asymptomatic patient, if the stenosis, if the degree of stenosis is more than 80%, you should do carotid endarterectomy. If the patient is symptomatic, less than 50%, no benefit of carotid endarterectomy. If the patient is symptomatic and 50 to 69% stenosis, then carotid endarterectomy is recommended in selected patients. Men most likely get benefit, whereas women likely to benefit from intensive medical therapy only. And if the stenosis, degree of stenosis is more than 70%, then carotid endarterectomy is recommended. So in asymptomatic patient, for asymptomatic patient, 10% stenosis should be more than in case of symptomatic person. What I am trying to say, in case of symptomatic patient, the degree of stenosis should be more than 70%. In case of asymptomatic patient, the degree of stenosis is more than 80%. So again, in short, patient comes with a chest pain, shortness of breath, you do ECG and you find that there may be cardiac atherosclerotic disease, intensive medical therapy, aspirin, antihypertensive and statin, aspirin, antihypertensive and statin, and evaluate for cardiac carotid and evaluation for carotid revascularization. If the patient is asymptomatic, then less than 50, then you should do carotid endarterectomy. Then you should do carotid endarterectomy if the stenosis is more than 80%, and in symptomatic cases, if the degree of stenosis is more than 70%, then you should do carotid endarterectomy. Hope you enjoy.